Hello everyone. Today I am going to read to you The Mitten by Jan Brett. Jan Brett is our mentor artist for this week. She is a wonderful children's book artist. She was born in Massachusetts here in the United States, and she is in love with Scandinavian art. So you see a lot of Scandinavian art influences in her work. You're also going to see her favorite animal hidden in the pages of this book. Her favorite animal is a hedgehog, and you will always see a hedgehog hidden in Jan Brett's books. So let's get started. The Mitten. Now, one thing that Jan Brett is famous for in her books is that you will see that she decorates her pages with borders. So you can kind of see a story within the story when you're looking at the edges of the book. Let's start to read. Once there was a boy named Nicky who wanted his new mittens made from wool as white as snow. So you see his grandmother spinning the wool, making it into a yarn ball. At first, his grandmother, Baba, did not want to knit white mittens. If you drop one in the snow, she warned, you will never find it. But Nicky wanted snow white mittens, and finally, Baba made them. After she finished, she said, "When you come home, first I will look to see you are safe and sound, but then I will look to see if you still have your snow white mittens." So off Nicky went, and it wasn't long until one of his new mittens was dropped in the snow and left behind. A mole, tired from tunneling along, discovered the mitten and burrowed inside. It was cozy and warm and just the right size, so he decided to stay. I can see another animal coming. There's the mole crawling inside the mitten. A snowshoe rabbit came hopping by. He stopped for a moment to admire his winter coat. It was then he saw the mitten, and he wiggled in, feet first. The mole didn't think there was room for both of them, but when he saw the rabbit's big kickers, he moved over. There's Nicky playing in the snow with only one glove, and another creature is coming along. Next, the hedgehog came snuffling along. Having spent the day looking under wet leaves for things to eat, he decided to move into the mitten to warm himself. The mole and the rabbit were bumped and jostled, but not one to argue with someone covered in prickles. They made room. And I see another animal coming along. And Nicky is still exploring. As soon as the hedgehog disappeared into the mitten, a big owl, attracted by the commotion, swooped down. He decided to move in also. The mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog grumbled, but when they saw the owl's glinty talons, they quickly let him in. I see someone else peeking out. Up through the snow appeared a badger. He eyed the mitten and began to climb in. The mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, and the owl were not pleased. There was no room left. But when they saw his diggers, they gave him the thumb. It's another way of saying, come on in. Oh my, these animals keep getting bigger and bigger. It started snowing, but the animals were snug in the mitten. A warm waft of steam rose in the air, and a fox trotting by stopped to investigate. Just as the sight of the cozy mitten made him feel drowsy, the fox poked his muzzle in. When the mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, and the owl, and the badger saw his shiny teeth, they gave the fox lots of room. Oh, this poor Mitten! And look who's coming. A great bear lumbered by. He spied the Mitten all plumped up. Not one to be left out in the cold, he began to nose his way in. The animals were packed in as tightly as could be. But what animal would argue with a bear? The Mitten swelled and stretched. It was pulled and bulged to many times its size. But Baba's good knitting held fast. Oh, someone's coming along. Along came a meadow mouse, no bigger than an acorn. She wiggled in to the one space left and made herself comfortable on top of the great bear's nose. I think Nicky has realized that his Baba was right and he would lose a mitten. The bear, tickled by the mouse's whiskers, gave an enormous sneeze. Achoo! The force of the sneeze shot the mitten into the sky and scattered the animals in all directions. On his way home, Nicky saw a white shape in the distance. It was the lost mitten, silhouetted against the blue sky. And here's all the animals in the snow. As he ran to catch his snow-white mitten, he saw Baba's face in the window. First, she looked to see if he was safe and sound. Then she saw that he still had his new mittens. Oh, she's looking at the different sizes in the mittens and probably wondering, what happened? All right, and there is the end. I love this book. Such a fun illustration and such a fun celebration of winter. I hope you enjoyed the read aloud, friends, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.